Hi, everyone. This is Chris Englebert with Englebert Financial Advisers in beautiful Allentown, Pennsylvania, with the weekly Rotella QCast update. Again, thanks to the crew for putting this together and working with us on this. You can see by my slide deck behind me, I'm not going to be talking about the investment markets. I'm not going to be talking about why a savings account isn't really a savings account. I'm going to be talking about something that you use every day. Now, I am not a tech whiz, but obviously I use a lot of technology in our investment practice, literally on a daily basis. And the biggest one and the biggest change in the last 20 years has been email. And one of the things that we've seen over the last 12 to 18 months is that people need to check their junk mail folder. Now you say, why do I need to check my junk mail folder, Chris? Well, here's a couple of reasons why. Microsoft Office has made several major updates in the last 2 years. Obviously, the pandemic caused a lot of people to have to work from home, and Microsoft Office used that to be able to say, hey, we need to get our email strategy updated because people are literally getting hundreds of emails a day. And so what happens is that we've seen in the last couple of releases and why they release these products without fully beta testing, I don't know. But Microsoft has released their Outlook upgrades. And what we're seeing is that they're trying to tighten up the spam rules because obviously emails have become predominant, and literally you can end up getting several hundred a day. So by tightening up the spam rules, what ends up happening is important emails that you really want to see, like this video that we send out to our clients, ends up in your junk folder. So what do you have to do about that? We want to give you some tips. We think you really have to check your junk folder on a weekly basis. I mean, I know that's why you have a junk folder, so that things can go to junk, but I've noticed more and more important emails are getting lost in junk folders, or clients are saying, hey, I didn't get that, and they don't know why. So first of all, what you really want to do to make sure that important emails don't go to a junk folder is if you have a new established contact with somebody, either in business or personally, what you want to do is add them to your Outlook book and email so that they're one of the people that Outlook says, hey, this is an email address that's already in the address book. We know it's a good email address. The second thing, I do this all the time, is I email the person first. Say that 3 times quickly. So what I do is by emailing that person first, Outlook automatically assigns a higher rating so that when they email back, it shouldn't happen to go into the junk folder. If it does go in the junk folder, you know what to do. You got to go down to that email. You got to right click, say, this is not junk. Do not block this sender. Do not block this sender's domain. The other thing that happens, we just had this happen last week with a client, is that don't use different characters in the subject line, because for some reason Microsoft has their algorithm that says, hey, you're using a special character like a plus, a minus, a slash, or whatever, and we think that spam or junk goes right to the junk folder. So make sure you do that. And then on a monthly basis, what I do is I go into my junk folder and delete and clear out my entire junk folder. And I'm also looking for those emails that may have slipped by. So again, we wanted to talk about something that a lot of people use literally on their daily basis, their email folders. And a lot of times there's frustration where we send people something and they say, hey, I never got that. And we're like, look in your junk mail folder and here's what you need to do. So if you're technology challenged, ask a teenager or a young person to help you to do this. But if not, make sure you check your junk folder on a regular basis. We're going to be back next week with another Rotella QCast update. That's all for this week. We'll talk to you soon.